We're gaining a little, but we're still always behind the equality of the mainstream women in Quebec.
No signal is what can be seen on devices in First Nations remote communities in northern Quebec where there isn't cellular data, an issue the Quebec Native Women Organization says should be considered if the province passes a law that would require those guilty of intimate partner violence to wear new GPS trackers.
The issue of broadband will affect the effectiveness of these bracelets. So they won't be doing what they are set out to do. So it'll be a false, a false feeling of protection when your broadband is not 100%. So women may feel that, that they are protected by that person having to stay, a distance away from them.
Quebec's proposed Bill 24 would allow judges to impose an electronic GPS tracking bracelet on convicted abusers, with victims carrying a device that rely on a signal to alert police when perpetrators approach victims.
I think it's a good thing, and I think the Quebec Native Women supports it. However, the reality of northern remote may not have the effect we want it to have, and it'll be another tried, but with no positive results.
During public consultations on the bill, representatives of Quebec Native women recommended the province really look into how they can serve northern remote communities.
You have to make sure that the service is provided to everyone and not just to some that are living in centers where everything is readily available.
Quebec Native women asking that the bill be adapted to Indigenous realities. They say some smaller communities sometimes deal with more violence.
The lack of professional services, the lack of policing services, the lack of transportation services to get those women out of a violent situation.
If passed, Bill 24 would come into effect this spring and would make Quebec the 7th jurisdiction in the world to implement this kind of program. But advocates say more needs to be done, like an open dialogue with the government and Indigenous communities.
We always think too of our sisters that don't have the same services or programs or benefits as those living more in southern areas.
In Montreal, Alyssia Rubertucci, City News.